Before I get into the advice, I've been seeing this a lot, like over my comment sections and shit. People will say like, "Oh, you don't need to put on a front, just be yourself." Okay, here's the thing with just saying be yourself. Just be yourself is lazy advice. The phrase just be yourself, it's lazy advice because people use this as a shortcut to avoid talking about skill, growth, or calibration. Being yourself without improvement just means you're stuck. Basically, your social ability, fitness, grooming, timing, restraint, those are learned and trained. Telling a socially awkward person to be himself, that's useless. Like, that doesn't make sense. And when you take my advice, you're not putting up a front. I'm not telling you to go around acting like, you're that nigga. No, I'm not saying to be somebody who you're not. What I'm saying is telling somebody to just be themselves. The right way to say it is be your current best self. Saying just be yourself, like, that doesn't make sense. Why are we telling people like that's something you would hear your mom say or your grandma? That's something you would hear on Disney Channel. Like, just be yourself. Like, no. Yes, don't try to be a different person. I'm not saying to, try and act like you're different. But what I'm saying is the context alone, just be yourself. That's useless advice. But yeah, number two is don't reveal too much. Don't, girls like mysterious guys. So when I say don't reveal too much, what I'm saying is when you are first talking to a girl or whatever, do not go to her just telling her your entire life story. That kills all the anticipation, the build up, right? When a girl finds you attractive, and she doesn't know shit about you, bro, she's gonna want to chase. She's gonna want to know more about you. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying if she asks you any of these questions, I'm not telling you to just dismiss them, reject them, but try to tell them in a way where you don't give too much about your life. But yeah, if a guy is quiet but empty, the mystery collapses fast. Silence only works when there's a substance behind it. You see what I'm saying? Number three is let things flow. So try to be nonchalant. Now, when I say nonchalant, I'm not saying to put on a front. Everybody has a chill side, everybody has a goofy side. Here's what you guys need to understand, okay? So when I say let things flow naturally, people mess this up. People use go with the flow as an excuse to have no intent. So when I say let things flow naturally, you don't want to be outcome independent. You want to just ride the wave basically. If you're talking to a girl and things aren't going your way, don't stress about it. You know, don't start getting mad at yourself like, oh, I wish this happened. Like, just ride the wave, bro. It's cool. This gonna happen to everybody. Number four is stop trying to be funny around women. Now, when I say stop being funny, here's what you guys have to understand. If you're funny, bro, or if you're just naturally funny, that's cool. But girls don't find funny guys attractive. They find attractive guys funny. You see what I'm saying? Now, even if you're ugly, like in theory, even if you're ugly and you're making a girl laugh, like the best thing that's gonna do is like lead you to be friend zoned. Or even if you're like not super attractive but you're funny, what that's gonna do is it's gonna lead you to be friend zoned, which I've been down that rabbit hole before. I can tell you firsthand that's what happens. But just stop trying to forcefully be funny, bro. Like, just be chill, bro. Be calm. Like, slow down. Okay, number five, be careful about which girls you open up to. Now, when I say be careful about which girls you open up to, what I'm saying is you have to make sure that you're not opening up to just random girls, right? Because here's what will happen, bro. If you open up to the wrong girl, she will use that against you. She will take advantage of that and use that against you. Men and women can weaponize vulnerability, right? They can get the pattern recognition, and oversharing with the wrong person creates leverage over you. That's why selectivity matters. Another thing you have to realize is even if she's your girlfriend, opening up to her can cause subconscious loss of attraction. So basically, what I'm basically saying is when a man cries, vents, spirals, and implicitly asks, here is what's going on through their head basically. What's happening is this guy that they like and they trust and they want to protect her. Basically, what's happening is the girl sees the man sad and everything and vulnerable, and what happens is subconsciously they get less and less attracted. Even though the right girl might respect you, and even though the right girl is gonna, be with you even in your hardest moments, what you're doing is you're shifting the role to her, the pants basically, the person that's wearing the pants in the relationship. You're like shifting the role for like a few seconds, and it just gives them that ick. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be careful about who you open up to, right? Now, I'm not saying that as a man you shouldn't open up to anybody, because that's kind of toxic. But here's what I'm going to say, okay? When you are opening up to somebody, you have to find somebody you can open up to that wouldn't use this against you, right? So this can be family, this can be friends. Shit, nigga, you can get therapy, you can, pray to God, you can, this might sound a little weird, but you can even vent to AI. If I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. You can even vent to AI, because AI, bro, like, AI doesn't sleep, okay? So if it's like 2 or 3 a.m. and you ain't got shit to call, and you want to talk about your feelings or reflect or some shit like that, nigga, go to AI. AI will actually get you right if you do it the right way. I do think though, like, it's important to have some human connection. Like, this is non-negotiable. But yeah, you gotta be careful about who you open up to. And girls will bait you into opening up. Or they won't bait you, but they will suggest that you open up to them. But that's almost never a green light. When a girl says you can open up to me, they're not fully anticipating what that means. They're just responding to empathy, social norms, the idea of emotional intimacy, not to the idea of literally carrying their man during their unresolved insecurity, self doubt, or anything like that. You see? So when a girl says open up to me, you need to open up in a more masculine way. You see what I'm saying? When a girl says open up to me, instead of saying, oh, I'm a bum, oh, nobody loves me, and I've been so down on myself, and no, instead of saying that, just be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling down on myself recently, but I'm trying to fix that, bro. Starting tomorrow, bro, I'm taking over 2026. See, that's a lot better, because what you're doing is you're venting to her in a way where you're trying to like solutionize, so she doesn't get that ick as much. And your girl might, if you're having an off day or something, or you're just feeling down, your girl will probably know by the way you're acting. So, yeah, I don't think it's wise to hide it or anything like that. But yes, you do have to open up in a certain way, because depending on the way you open up, you can completely shift the role. But yes, and another thing I forgot to say is, if you open up to your girl in a very like sad way, she can use that against you in an argument. Like, she'll be like, oh, remember that one time when blah blah blah. So you got to be careful about the way you open up. But yeah, and that is my video on how to act around a girl. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.